everyone, I'm Chef Antonia Lofaso, the head judge on the Julia Child Challenge. Today I'm going to be making a dish inspired by my father. It's a veal Osso Buco with risotto and Gremolata. So we're going to get into braising some veal Osso Buco. The veal Osso Buco is actually the entire shank that's been cut so that the bone marrow is exposed. As we're braising the Osso Buco, all of that marrow will actually make a richer, more luscious broth or stock, and that'll really enhance the flavor. Today I'm going to be using my multi-cooker, using the pressure cooker setting. I'm going to sear and then braise all in one. Okay, so let's get into marinating the veal Osso Buco. I'm going to start with just a little bit of salt and pepper, generously seasoning over the top, sides, as well as the bottom. A little bit of black pepper. You'll leave it in the refrigerator covered for at least 6 hours, but up to overnight. All right, I'm gonna go wash my hands. Now we're gonna start to sear. So just a little bit of cooking oil. We're gonna start that searing process. We say probably about 7 to 10 minutes total to get a nice caramelization on the top, the bottom, and the sides. So I have the setting on my multi-cooker on its highest setting right now. Okay, so now that the Osso Buco is beautifully browned, top and bottom and all of the sides, I'm gonna add my beautiful mirepoix. The leeks, carrots, celery, fennel, and those garlic cloves. I'm now gonna add just a little bit of a sprinkle of flour into that base, and that's just to help thicken up this braise as it starts to cook and reduce. Then we're gonna head and throw in our aromatics. So I've got a bay leaf, I've got some thyme, and I've got some flat leaf parsley, a little bit of Sauvignon Blanc, and then we've got beef stock. We're gonna put the top on, and it's gonna cook for 90 minutes. And in the meantime, we can get working on the Gremolata. So I have a little bit of hot water. I'm gonna pour that just over the raisins, and we're gonna let that sit for about 10 minutes, and we can get working on the other ingredients. Finely chopped flat leaf parsley with a nice pinch of salt. And I'm gonna get into zesting my lemon. So I've got the zest of my lemon, I've got my hydrated golden raisins, and I'm just gonna run my knife through this. It's basically like a rough to medium chop. Just a finishing oil. Ooh, look at this piece. So good. We want all of these large, beautiful pieces, chunks of veal that we're just gonna pull away. We're gonna add this back to the sauce, but what we wanna do is reduce that sauce. Now just pulling out the liquid. And I have a fine Siev strainer here. If you don't have one, that's okay. You can go ahead and just use a little bit of cheesecloth and a colander. That works as well. We're gonna start to reduce that. And the time has come to make risotto. Okay, so just a little bit of olive oil at the bottom of my Dutch oven. Onion just finely cut. Just as I start to see it become translucent, I will go ahead and add the rice. The toasting of the rice is really developing the natural nuttiness of the rice. It allows the most amount of starch to be released, okay? Because the whole point of risotto is for it to be this like beautiful, creamy, eat it with a spoon type of porridge, if you will. So a little bit of wine. So as this starts to dry out, we take hot stock. We're just adding a little bit at a time. Not enough to fully cover the rice. Risotto should never be left alone. There has to be this continuous stirring and creaming of the rice. Cooking is a form of like showing, especially people who love to cook, it's like our way of showing people appreciation. It's a way of showing people how much we love them. This dish specifically like represents my dad for a multitude of reasons. Number one, he loves veal. It was that dish when we were growing up that when my mom like really wanted to show my dad that your family loves you and appreciates you, she would make him a veal dish. This is the test. You bite into the rice, and if there's particles that sort of gather in the back of your teeth where you actually have to like lick your teeth to pull off the starch, that's too al dente. So you want to feel a bite, but you don't want the remnants to linger. And only at the end do you add a good amount of butter. Parmesan cheese, and we're gonna add all of that. And goes the parsley. And then here you have it, party people. That is risotto. We've got the sauce. I'm gonna add a little bit of butter to that. We're gonna add that meat right back to it. Add a little bit of parsley to that. Parmesan. Look at that. You can see the meat just kind of breaks apart. So good. It just makes me so happy. I feel like my dad would like it. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope this has inspired you to make a dish for your loved ones.